Hey everybody, what's up? A little screwed up today because I'm trying to get everything to work correctly again. And I forgot I don't have a camera on top of my computer anymore. So I have to use my mobile cam to talk to you guys. Anyways, hey, what's up, Turbo? Ryan? Yeah, my laptop is like freezing, and that's what I've been trying to do for this little bit. Try to get my laptop on so I can read a little better. I can read on my screen here, but I just getting a circle. Oh, hey, there it goes. It's pausing on this ad. Maybe if I just resubscribe, it will eliminate all that. Use Prime sub. Subscribe with Prime. What do you call it? I got new cables. I got everything. And I didn't make a 3-week video yet. But there I go. I just resubscribed for 19 months. Thanks, Mark. You're awesome. New computer. New monitor, Cat 6 cables, everything. Okay, now we are live. So now my next bit is broadcasting to you in HD. I just figured out YouTube, so I'm in YouTube on HD, but I'm not in HD on Twitch yet, so I have to figure that out. But anyways, yeah, I'm back up. We're running. My laptop's working. I actually decided my old cable ran the internet for my computer. I'm like, I'll just plug it into my laptop. My laptop doesn't care. I'm just watching videos. And it works great for that. So now my laptop is hardwired. So now I can read everything and hopefully this won't lock up. But anyways, let me put this back to Stinger and see if this works. Boom, there we go. We're going to work on score reels, getting score reels put back together. We're going to move this Matahari glass because I don't want to break it, but it doesn't matter if I break it. No, this one. Doesn't really matter if I break it because it's got so much paint flake, so much destruction. The whole bottom is gone. The girl's got measles real bad. No marks on a knife. Somebody actually said that the unmarked knife one was rarer because they let so many of the marked knife ones out. And this was like the last run or something like that. I am on HD? Okay, that's better. Well, I want to up my resolution. I'm in 720 right now. I like to go to 1080p. That's what I'd like to do. I get my juice here. Where'd that glue go? I just knocked it over. It was just like right there. And it just freaking disappeared. Totally disappeared. There it goes. I must have kicked it. Alright. I doubt we're going to be using wood glue on these score reels. Alright. I should make a video. Let's do this. Let's make a video real quick for you guys. No, I don't want to try YouTube Premium. Upload a video. No, let's just do this way. Video. Hey, this is Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade. This is week number 3. The word is going to be Twitch. Just go in the comments below and put Twitch. Thank you. There, I'm going to upload that and give you guys a link. Hey, this is Mark. I just need to see what it's going to be called. Midwest Gaming Classic. Let me just upload it. I want to get you guys so you can earn your, what do you call it? Try to get some cash off of me. Let me just copy this stuff. Hey everybody, welcome to week 2. Select all and copy, paste, week 3, October, sorry for this inconvenience, but just trying to, I've totally forgot to do this. Public, unlisted, done, save. Okay, that's good enough right now. There's week 3. Sorry for the little blurb in what we're doing. But there's week 3 for you. They don't make these easy to open all the time. Alright, square reels. I don't know what's going to be better, if we're going to do it overhead to be better, or what. But let's get some coil sleeves. We'll definitely need them. Might as well get them before my hands are filthy. I'm going to grab 5, because hopefully there's 5 things we're going to do today. Alright, messy. This stuff is going to be, so I might as well get a couple of these out. Done, good. Well, I hope it's somebody I know wins, because that's always cool. But it's also, I hope somebody that I don't know wins, because that's cool too, because I get to meet a new person. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Ooh, there's a little bit of wire. Put a garbage by me too. Maybe I'll take this camera and I will take it and put it there too. And yeah, I think that will work. Okay, all these wires are on here strong. Alright. Here's a 10,000 reel. Did anybody watch my Matahari yesterday? Or know the results? Ryan probably knows the results. But did anybody else watch it? Okay. Let's get this unscrewed here. So we can clean this plate a lot easier. No. Matahari is dead. It is dead. Everything works that I can see Bridge rectifier is good. Solenoid driver is good. But the MPU, I just get a solid green light. That's it. Nothing more. Just solid green light. It's got those, yeah. I think the MPU is actually good. It's the sockets. It's got those brown, I think they're the first edition sockets. I don't know if they're Scanby or not. But it came with a bag of chips. So that tells me whoever had it before me knew there was something up, so they were doing something with chips. Playing with them, just putting them in, or what. But I got a bag of chips with it. So I don't know if they put them all back in the same spot or what. But I'm just gonna swap in another MPU. Maybe I'll save it, and then I'm saving the MPU for sure. But maybe I'll save it, and then I'll buy sockets later on, and I'll slowly, put sockets in when I'm bored. Because the MPU looks perfect, like perfect condition. Like if it had good chips in it and sockets, it would work. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I don't think it's worth messing around with right now. Okay, that's clean. Wires are good, yeah. Alright, let's get to this puppy. We'll clean this. Yeah, you guys can see me pretty good. Which camera should I use? The one I'm pointing to right now, or this one? Should I switch cameras and make the big one small and the small one big, or should I just use one camera? What's your guys' opinion, so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better? I'm thinking maybe this camera here, the one that's little, may be better. Let's try that. One cam? No. Nope. There we go. Let's try that. Let's move it closer. That might be better. If I don't bump it and unplug everything. Yeah, I think that's better. So I'm basically interested in cleaning these traces. I don't care about any of this because nothing touches it. It's just these pads. That's all I'm really worried about, is getting them clean. And this is just, like I've said before, green Scotch-Brite. Oh yeah. Now they're getting clean. The thing with these green Scotch-Brites, once they start getting old, this softer spot right here, like on the edges, doesn't do a good job. You kind of want to get to the middle where it's still hard and thick, and then it cleans it so much better like that. Do I have super lube over here? Yes, I do. I'll wipe this off. Get this out of the way. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good right there. But yeah, I think I will just buy some chip sockets and just I don't want to toss the MPU out because it's like mint. It's got no acid damage or anything. It is doing its thing. It just, all the sockets are just total junk. They're junk. Junk. So that was super lube I put on there. Now I'm wiping it all off. I just want that very thin, ultra thin coat on it. That's all I want on it. ultra thin coat of grease is perfect to preserve it and make it do what I want it to do forever, or till at least I croak. That's probably the wrong screwdriver to use. There. Alright, we got that together. Let's get the coil apart. These, I got the screw in them right here. You have to take the screw out in order to get the coil out, because it like locks it in. It's kind of crazy, I know, but the wiring holds it down, and it holds it down to the coil stop, and it won't let you move it until you get the wiring off, and then the whole thing, it will move. There. I got the wiring off, now I can slide the coil out. Take that sleeve, garbage. Take a new part of this. We're not going to do all the, what do you call it? Reels. I'm going to probably do 2 of them, rebuild 2 of them. One I haven't cleaned yet, so we're going to clean that together so you guys can see how it is to clean a reel. These wires are still good. I have one that's got broken wires on it. But yeah, clean all this off. Clean every part of it. Get all your dust and junk and everything off. Clean EM is a happy EM. I don't care what these people say. They're probably fixing their machines on a regular basis. But you have to go through and do every switch on an EM at least once in its lifetime. You have to. I don't care where it's been stored, how it's been stored. Unless it's been new old stock in a box, then yeah, you probably don't have to do anything. But the switches, they all do get a little corrosion on over the years. They do get dirty. You do have to go through every switch and clean every switch. I don't care what these few people say, but if you talk to anybody in a business that has been running these things for years, they will tell you that these machines do need to get gone through and everything cleaned on them. I see people constantly posting the switches are self-cleaning. They are to an extent. They will self-clean themselves, but they don't keep their self clean. They eventually will get yucky and dirty and nasty. So you still have to clean them. I always forget to put these in. Always. So I wanted to remind myself real quick. When there's screws I gotta get too. Remember, a lot of these reels were missing 1 or 2 screws. This stuff I could have put in an ultrasonic cleaner, but I didn't. I figured I'd just wipe it off. There, nice and clean. Well, as clean as it's going to get for a stained part. This will go like that. And this will get bolted onto here like that. And I get some screws. Ah. So, yesterday I would have normally streamed, but I was at a pinball tournament yesterday doing my best to win some money, but I knew I was going in for a donation. Let's not think otherwise. I knew I was going in for a donation. However, I knew I was going to have fun donating money. You know, I knew I was going to have a super fun time you know, meeting some people I've never met before, talking to others I have met, and just general hanging out with good pinball people. So, but like I said, I knew it was a donation. I don't care it was a donation. Yeah, I wish I could have brought some money home or something, but sometimes it's just, pinball is just about having fun. And that's what I did. Here, let's get these contacts cleaned. I will have to readjust these. Ooh, that was fun. So much fun. You guys have fun doing that? I did. Alright, do I have a softer? I think this is probably what I'm going to use. These, the plunger link assembly, I think it's called. I don't know, but I like to Scotch Brite it, because I do ultrasonic clean these, so they may develop a slight layer of rust on them. So I do like just going back and forth with them and cleaning them off, get them smooth. It's not going to hurt. It's probably going to be a benefit. This will go in here. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. It goes this way. There. It goes like that. Take one of these and I unplugged it with my big foot. Oh, come on. Those just didn't look right to me. These contacts right here are what rides on that. So I want to make sure there's enough tension on them to get them to ride good. And they are riding correctly. So that. Now we're going to take this puppy, which I should have put on first. This is going to open and close these switches here. I will show you a little bit better. Let me get that locked down. Clean off the C-clip. I will show you what that does. Alright, flashlight. Right here. There we go. That's probably a little better. As that gear that I took off of there spins around, it's got a cam on it, and it makes these switches go up and down. These switches let the square motor know, and all the relays, that this machine is either on 0, 1 through 8, or 9. That's what these switches do. So these are important on being set correctly. Otherwise, you get a pinball machine that the score reels are not resetting, and you're having like one reel spin like crazy. You know, just like that. That's what you don't want. And having these switches dirty right there will cause that. There, okay. So that's on. Now we got another one that goes right here. This is the it's the cam, which makes this so this gear right here cannot spin backwards because of this one. Once I put a spring on it, it will hold tension on it and keep it from spinning backwards. First, I got to get a clean clip for it. So I'm notorious for forgetting to put the clip on that one. It doesn't need it too much once it's on. It usually will stay on. Needle nose. It usually will stay on. But I've said before, these clips here, when you take them off, go to a hardware store, go get some more. Get some more clips, invest in them. Let's use another corner. Get a little more naphtha. I'm going to clean off a couple springs that I'm going to use. Now, so many springs I got are rusty. It don't matter. I'm cleaning as much as I can off of. If you want to, where's my junkier 3M green pad? You can go like this. Roll it on there. Just rub it back and forth. If you don't want that rust on there, it's not gonna really do too much. It makes it look nicer, but why not? I'll show you guys what to do. There, it's probably as clean as I'm gonna get it. You can replace it, but I don't see why. And that will hook through a hole that's in here and then go to the end here like that. Now it's got that tension on this as soon as, there we go. Tight. There. That keeps it so it can't go backwards. It only can go forward. That's what that does. Let's clean off another spring. Alright, this one will go in here. There's a hole in this post like that, and then it'll connect to here. I probably should have hooked it on another way first. Oh, almost. Well, get on, there we go. There. If I can keep this down, you will eventually see this move. There. It just opened. You have to keep that down all the way. I'm going to have to put the score reel on. It's backing off in weird ways. It'll just make my job a little bit easier putting the score reel on. Clean score reel. Polished everything. Look at that. Look at that, number 8. You can actually see my fluorescent lights in it. Clean, dirty. This is the one we're going to clean together. But, yeah, look at that. Just, it's pathetic. This surprisingly still has a decent shine to it, but it's just dirty. What would you rather put in your machine? This one. Alright. Now, cool thing too, this has a notch right here. I don't know how good you can see it. But there's a notch right here, and it always lines up with number 5. On this gear right here, it also has a notch that allows this to seat in, and that's what I guess it would like degree it, like you degree a cam. If you have it off, you can see how this will spin until it gets into that notch. There, you heard it click into the notch. Now these two are one piece, and that's exactly what you want for here too. But sometimes if you don't have the square reel, there we go, got locked in, because the square reel also operates on part of here too, and it keeps everything balanced pretty good. My problem is this rod was going forward a little bit too much, and I couldn't see how these whatchamajiggers are, the switches. Boy, I haven't used that word in a long time. Whatchamajigger. See how those switches work. Let's leave that on the side there. And get some of these screws. Put these in first. These just tighten down. Hand tight. Once they stop, you're in. You don't need to over tighten them. There's 3 of them, so they hold the square reel to that little cam real nicely. And that's it. You want to make sure they're all the way down though. I got my washer. It goes on there. You don't always have a washer. Just so you know, when you do rebuild these, you're not always going to have a washer. Don't know why. Some games do, some games don't. Some games where the coil bolts onto the bracket, they're nutted. Some of them are not. I don't know why some had, nuts on them to lock them down harder, but I don't know. So now I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna try to focus in on these switches. There. Right now, this top one is closed. I need to get a better way to hold this. This top one is closed, the middle one is closed, the bottom one's open. First thing it should do, this should go down and close that bottom switch, which it did, and it did great. Now it will go up and open these 2 top switches, which it did great. Now it will go down, and these switches should be closed. I just want to see how much tension. There's not a lot of tension on this leaf right here. So I'm gonna, this bottom leaf here, I want to give a little tension to it. So when I lift up on this, there's more tension to it. This one I can see is moving. I gotta get my Emmett Brown spectacles on. I will show you in a minute what I'm talking about. They're my Harbor Freight magnifying lenses. Okay. Right about there. want to see how that one's got a good movement. This one just doesn't want to move. Let's do this. Let's put a little pressure on that one. It actually needs to go up a little bit. And this needs to curl down. Yeah, there we go. Now we got nice movement. Alright, there. So right now it's on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when we go to 9, see we're on 8. When we go to 9, this switch right here is going to go down and close this bottom contact, which it did. You can see this bottom contact right here is now closed. And these are also both closed. So this is telling the machine this reel is on 9. Once I flip it up, they're all going to open. See how they're all opened? I don't know how good you can see it, but they're all opened. That is telling the machine that this score reel is on 0 now. Now when I flick it one more time, it's going to tell the machine it's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8. It doesn't care about those numbers. It just cares about it going on 9, 0, or 1. It's what it wants to know. It, like I said, it doesn't care what's what. It just wants to know 1, 0, or 9. And then that is fully rebuilt. I just need to check this switch right here to make sure it's doing. Yeah, it's closing all of them. And we will put this on 1. That way I can watch do a full reset when I first plug it in. It will go down like that, lock it in. And we do have these nice clips that hold it in, and they go down through here and lock it like that. There. And here's my cool hat. It lets me look at boards a lot easier, and these little switches. Because I got bifocals, it's kind of hard to do both of them. Well, that's weird. On my camera I can see my whole mouth, and on that I can only see from here up. On my camera I can see this, but on there I only can see that. That is strange. That's probably closer than you wanted to see me anyways, isn't it? Alright. Get my Dr. Emmett Brown hat off. Alright, so we got this one score reel rebuilt, which is cool. We can do another one, but I want to clean a score reel for you guys. I'm gonna show you how I clean these things. It's a necessity. Learning how to clean score reels, total necessity. If you're rebuilding EMs, yes, I got Crocs on. Crocs are awesome. Okay. Hoo hoo hoo. Green giant. We do got a towel. We're gonna need 3 things. Dave's Arcade. We will need 3 things to do this. We will need some Windex with no ammonia in it. It doesn't have to be Windex. This is just a bottle I've had for a while, and as long as it's ammonia free, it is good. It doesn't have to be Windex. It can be Great Value or anything. We're going to need some Novus 1. This is how I clean them, and you're going to need some Novus 2. This is how I get them clean, like I get them clean. Now, if you notice how these are shiny, the paint is shiny on the numbers, this method should work to clean these. If these numbers are like dry and chalky looking, I would not try this, because you can destroy whatever you the numbers. I'm going to do this too real quick. And there you go, right there. There's another link if you just joined in to win $100 at MGC. You have to be at MGC in order to win it. I am not giving it to somebody over PayPal or whatever. If you want to win $100, you have to be at the Midwest Gaming Classic 2023. That's just how it is. And you obviously have to watch this to get the link. But you can see already it's taking the dirt off. But yeah, that's why I'm looking at that. So I'm going to go around this a few times and get the dirt off. The Novus 2 digs down into it more and lets me get the really deep junk off. Gets the real deep junk out of it. And then the Novus 1 does the final polish. That's just nasty. Novus 2 really cleans up the inside here. Really does a good job cleaning the inside. You have to be a little rough with these, but not too rough, because you can break them. I guess you just got to know your strength and the limit. I probably could go a little harder as I'm cleaning them, but I did several of these and I know exactly how strong I'm doing it, and it's doing a good job, and I haven't broke one. But if I do break one, well, I got spares. These I bought a bunch off of eBay a while ago. I have never used one, but I got spares. What I was thinking of doing is just cleaning all these up one day, and then just have them sitting there. That way when I rebuild square reels, I can just swap out dirty reels for clean reels. But then I'm like, oh, some of these reels are pretty jacked up. I don't want to give them my really good reels and trade them for their junky jacked up ones. So I had to scrap that. So now they're for parts, which I have used a couple. I got Gottlieb Chicago coin, and what do you call it? Bailey Williams. I don't have any stern. I should get at least one stern, but I'm not really interested in any of the stern EMs. The few that they had. So I think, no, I'll just never get them. If I need them for a customer game or something, I'll go buy them. Alright, that's as clean as this is going to get with Windex. So this can go in the garbage. Alright. Now I got 3 towels here. I can't remember which one's what. This is obviously a clean one, so that's either going to be for Novus 1. Okay, this one is dirty, and I can feel it's crusty, so this is I use Novus 2. And what is this one? This one was the buffing one. Okay. We will get to that. Novus 2, don't know why. I always shake it. Couldn't tell you why, so don't ask me. I just feel it's a compound. It's got abrasive in it, so I'm thinking maybe the abrasives will settle to the bottom. I don't know for sure. Alright, now we got Novus 2 on here. I always spin this to 0, so I know where I started and I'll know where I finish. And I'll just go like this and I'll rub it in. I'll just keep going around in a circle. Like I said, if this was like dull and chalky looking or rough feeling, you probably removed most of it already with the Windex. You can try cleaning it with bread. I've heard people doing that before. I haven't had to do it yet. But you can actually take bread, white bread, and rub it on it. Look at that. That is a little bit of paint though too, because you are using abrasive. But I'm not rubbing real hard. It's abrasive and dirt mixed in. I think that is pretty good. We're just going to go onto the ridge here, the inside right here, and go around, clean all that junk off. Really get into the crack as good as I can. And then clean this off right here. Here's a couple links for you. There's Mark's Basement Arcade. If you do enjoy this, find it interesting or helpful, please subscribe to Mark's Basement Arcade. I have more videos on Mark's Basement Arcade that go into better detail, because here I have to reposition the camera all the time, and with Mark's Basement Arcade I can actually get into awkward spaces a lot better and show you more in depth. But this is still good how I do it here on MGC. But yeah, try that out too. And then if you want some swag to help Mark's Basement Arcade, there's a link for you too. Or if you just want to make a donation, which would help the channel out better, go to any one of my videos and there will be a link in there if you want to make a donation to help Mark's Basement Arcade. But yeah, buying gear is good too. I don't get as much off that because the printer gets stuff for printing on a shirt. The person who makes the shirt, the company, they get a chunk of it off. The shipper gets a chunk. The store, which is Silver Ball Swag, they get a chunk. So after the end of $20 or $25 or whatever $30 item, I'm making $1. So if you're interested in helping Mark's Basement Arcade, just, PayPal. That's the best way. All the money goes right back into Mark's Basement Arcade. But I did invest in a computer, and all that came out of my pocket. So I am not making any money off of YouTube yet. I don't make any money off of MGC. MGC is all voluntary. I do it because I love the MGC cause. And yeah, that's about it. I love MGC for what it is. Midwest Gaming Classic is the biggest event of its kind in the world. And if you're into gaming, here's a link. If you're into gaming and everything about MGC, please check it out and get your tickets for the next year, which is, where is it? Oh, I am on the wrong screen. I wonder why this is different. Let me find that. Oh, Sony's right there. Huh, Jesus. I totally screwed that up. Why is that one so small? Browser. Nope. Media source. Nope. Twitch. It should be on top. NBA. Sony 1. Sony 2. Sony 2 should be above Twitch. There we go. No, we're going to do that one. That's why everything was screwed up. Well, why do we get two highlighted? Where are we on that one? No, I don't want that one. Oh, we're too far. I have my, what do you call it? Mobile cam. Which is, there we go. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Now we got all the MGC stuff on the bottom. I have my YouTube settings on here. No wonder why everything was big. So I was on the wrong camera. I mean, on the wrong setting. I was on my YouTube settings. Alright. But yeah, March 31st through April 2nd, 2023. So yeah, that's the biggest event you can get for gaming because it's everything gaming. It is all, yeah, nice crouch shot. Sorry about that, but it's the only way I know to clean this nice and easy. Maybe I will zoom it down a little bit like that there. If you're into gaming, anything to do with gaming, Midwest Gaming Classic is your spot. If you're into cosplay or cards, board games, console gaming, arcade, computer, whatever, they have it at Midwest Gaming Classic. I don't know if they got any PlayStation 5s in yet, but who knows? That might be something new that's dirtier. We'll do right here. Alright, there. Now we're going to take a Novus 1. What do I use? This is all I'm using right now to clean the actual reels. Windex with no ammonia. Novus 2. And then Novus 1. And then I buff them. That's what we've been working on this whole time. Now the Novus 1 is going to take off the last, a little bit of remaining of the Novus 2 and any of that last little bit of dirt. Yeah, everybody's got their own method with it, but this is just something I've done, I've stuck with, and I stay. Yeah, you can use simple green, I heard of that too. But I like this method because, as you can see in reflection, I'm polishing the wheels too. These are actually getting polished now. So they're going to be super shiny and they're going to pop really good behind the glass. So everybody knows the Novus 1 is actually another fine polisher, but this is also going to take off that last little bit of dirt that is everywhere, that gets stuck in everything. And then final thing we're going to do is buff it with my hand and another microfiber towel. Now I just want to get down in here and get this edge along where the middle of the reel goes to the sides. That crack always holds a bunch of dirt. And right in here. Yeah, I only recommend it on the reels where the numbers are shiny. If they're like chalky or rough feeling, I don't recommend this method. I probably would tell you to try bread to clean them. Now this, I'm gonna hold my hand like this, lay it in like this. I'm gonna grab the reel like this with some pressure, and I'm just gonna slowly go back and forth like this. You're going to feel it get warm, and that's what you want it to do. You're going to feel this reel get warm in your hand. Your fingers are going to get warm. That's the polish, the buff. And this hand's going to hurt like hell from spinning it, but there we go. We get the buff, the polish. There we go. All the plastic and everything. Super high polished. That's what I wanted. Yes, the love for pinball hurts. But yeah, that's why I use the Novus, because look at that polish the plastic gets. You're polishing the plastic, the numbers. It's going to reflect the light off of it much better when you light it up in your machine. That's why I like doing it this way. But yeah, this is the part that hurts the most. Holding it in your hand and then buffing this. But oh yeah, it feels good. But yeah, you're going to be in some pain with pinball. One of the pains is going to be your wallet. That's going to be your biggest pain. Is the wallet. Your checkbook. Whatever, that's going to be your biggest pain. Let's take these cables and we'll pull them up a little bit so I can raise this camera. There we go. For the love of pinball, yeah, yeah, yeah. We get the little dance. Computer cam, Sony 1 small. Alright, there. We got kind of both of them. Alright, so let's do one more score reel. Since we got this nice new clean one, let's get that in there. This one we're going to do because it's the next one and it's got no board on it. Which should be right here, yeah. Alright. Let's do this last one, and then we're gonna get this one rebuilt, and then we're gonna go to the ball count unit, and then we'll be done. I don't think we'll need to go through the. I kind of want to finish this up. I don't want to waste another day going on cleaning relays for no reason. So we'll do the ball count unit. Let's do the ball count unit right now. We don't need to do another score reel, do we really? I don't think we do we? We did one score reel. You guys seen how a score reel goes together. Let's just skip all the score reels and we'll go to a ball count unit. All these right here, what I'm going to do is later on when I'm bored, I'm just going to stream on YouTube on Mark's Basement Arcade, and we will, I will just do that just for fun. But we're going to get to this ball count unit right now. The ball count unit. I will need one more coil sleeve. Alright. Ball count unit! Alright. Ball count unit. Ball count unit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ball count unit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ball count unit. Alright. Okay. We're done having fun now. Let's get serious. Well, as serious as I'm going to be. Ball count unit. Yeah, look at that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Advance. Nope. Advance. You don't want to advance or devance, really. But I do know I got some broken wires here. I got these two broken wires. So this, we're going to strip these right away and I'm going to solder them on. I will show you how I strip cloth wires. It's the best way. Cloth wire right here. There, don't touch it. You will burn yourself. Trust me. Trust me on that one. I'm a serious note. Yeah, trust me. Every time I do it right away, I burn my fingers. This is a regular plastic coated one, so it actually came off really good since I fixed it. And I put a big nut and bolt on here to fix my, what do you call it, that I broke. I don't know where the pieces went. We will unplug the buzzer and we will plug in soldering iron. We will turn it on because it works better when it's turned on. Alright. Yes, ball count unit. Yes, it is, Pez. Now this is charred. See? No, give me a scrap. Nasty, what do you call it? Yeah, see how that is perfect? You burn it, you let it dry, and then you just pull it right off like butter. Because it's really hard to cut that stuff. Clean that off. Yeah, it's really hard to strip that, so I found out if I just burn it off, it works great. So apparently this had issues, so they cut the wires. You know, hey, let's cut the wires. It fixes it. We can just play forever on ball 1. Okay. And then you will go here. There. So yeah, I am totally guessing that's what happened. Why would you break a wire off of here, both of them, because it doesn't work? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Otherwise, everything else is okay on here. We got a wire missing right here, so maybe that didn't go there. Maybe it went here. Oh, great. Let's play the guessing game. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I am missing a wire that goes here too. And I'm thinking this wire goes there. If anybody wants to look up a Williams Superstar schematic and tell me what wire goes to this coil here and what goes to the switch on the back, would be awesome, because I just noticed a wire on the back is gone too. And I don't have any extra spares laying around. So now I'm thinking one of these here somewhere had to go to that, but they're all hooked up. So, do I have another one? Let's look at my machine that's over here. Oh, this doesn't have a ball count unit. It's a travel time. All right, yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I am totally missing a wire that is off there. Now I will have to go through my schematics later and find out which one, where it is, what color. But yeah, there's one missing totally. Maybe there was a jumper from here to there, which would make sense. Oh, I don't have another head I can look at very easily either. I would have to take apart, so maybe we will leave that off and skip it. But I don't have any other broken wires off of it. Oh, wait a minute, I got one right here. Okay, I'm thinking, there we go. I bet you it's this one. I bet you it's this one. This one goes here. Yeah. That's a step up one. I am guessing it is white with a black tracer. That's what I'm guessing, because I just found another one laying around the side, and that would make gray and black. Yeah, I'm guessing this would be it right here. I'm guessing this is it because it was over here, so that makes sense to go there. And this black one with yellow maybe would go to the switch that's right here, which I makes the knock knock. Who's there? But I think that's it. So I'm thinking this, gray and black. You think this is gray and black? I don't know. This would make sense to go over here because it's with this. You know what I mean? And all the wires that connect over here come off right here. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, it's always fun doing these. Okay, let's burn some off. Okay, remember, do not touch that. It is not fun. I'm going to leave this one like here for right now. And you know what they did here? These are wing nuts. They are wing nuts that hold this thing onto the board. And thank you, Pez, very much for looking that up. I would have just left it right now and just rebuilt it, and then later on I would have looked at the schematics for a Superstar. But since, yeah, I totally appreciate that. Totally appreciate you looking it up. It would have got figured out eventually, but I thank you for helping me figure it out right now. But yeah, it's always fun finding broken wires or deliberately cut wires. Why would they put wing nuts here? Why would they do that? Yeah, because nothing's broke here. Nothing. Never had nothing. You can tell it was never soldered. Where are we? You can't even see that. Right there. Let me back this out a little bit. There. You can see there was nothing ever here. So, yes. Let's fix this now. So this wire right here. There. This one's going to go here. I am hunked over in a weird spot right now, so this one's going to go here. I will verify this with what do you call it? This wire. I don't know what this wire is called. Sometimes it's better just to look at another head to make sure that this wire right here actually goes to the switch. But this one I totally believe goes right there. Totally makes sense. It's right there. I need a garbage can. I'll use this. It makes sense that it goes there. It's where all the other wires loop through. Now where did I put my solder? Oh, I left it right here. Let me cut that a little bit. All right. So you're not coming to MGC, Pez, are you? You know you want to visit family again. Okay, I'm guessing that's blue and white. Yeah. Well, yeah, if you can, that's awesome. I'm giving away chances to win $100 for this event. Let me put a little solder on there again. So yeah, just think of it. You get to see me. You get to go to MGC. You get to see me. You get to go to MGC. You get to see your sister. You get to go to MGC. That wire feels short. I don't like it. I'm gonna get some, what do you call it? Some flux. Yes, it's the best show. I'm going to Expo Saturday for the first time. I've never been there, so wish me luck. Never been to Expo. I just hope everything I've heard about it isn't true. I hope it's all like BS that I've heard. Every time somebody tells me about it, it's like, yeah, Expo's cool, except for none of the games work. I hope that's not true. I hope they do work. Get that crap off there. So we got that tight, that tight, that tight, that tight, that tight. All right, we can work now. Oh, you got a pinball show this weekend by you. You got to think about packing games. Are you bringing a game? Or you don't know? Okay, let's turn that off. We don't need it anymore. That's got to be blue and white. I don't know. Okay, wrench. See if we can get this off. Let's zero it out first and get it to home. Marker. Do we got a magic marker here? Yes, we do. Okay, I don't know if you've just seen what I did right here. I took this leaf right here and I'm coloring it blue because I want to remember that's my home that goes with the top right there. So when I take this off and spin it around and throw it on the side or whatever, it is not in the way. Since I tried taking that screw off, I can't because this is spinning. So I'm going to jam a screwdriver in here to keep the wheel from spinning, and I'll be able to just turn this and get the screw loose. Like that. 9! Holy cow! That is impressive. 9 games. Man, that's baller status right there. That is baller status. 9 games. I am impressed. I am very impressed. 9 games. Always watch for this too. Sometimes these fall off, sometimes they stay on. That's just like a ring that goes around for the centering for that thing. Now I need to get my camera. And again, like I always tell you, no matter how many times you work on these things, I wouldn't either. 9 games, jeez. Yeah, your local place, yes, awesome. Somebody else, 9 games, I don't know. Unless you're bringing like show games or whatever. Okay. Always take pictures. I don't care how many times I rebuild these. You know what? I can take this picture, and then after I get it put back together, I can delete it. But now I have actually a record of every single spring that's on here. So yeah, let me turn this monitor so I can see my computer better. There. Yes, thank goodness for digital pictures. Like I said, if you can delete these, take 100 of them of this. Delete them when you're done. Cool, awesome. You got pictures, delete them, you're done. Once you rebuild it, don't need them anymore, do you? Nope, delete them. Okay, we're going to take this spring off here. I want to see how many times it's going to wrap around. Should be 3 to 4 times. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3. We'll say 3. This we're going to take off because it's going to be in my way to get this arm off. So this is what I do. Yeah, no. Is it? Yeah. Some of these work easier than others at taking them off. Some you can just swing out of the way. This switch I think I'm going to have to just take fully off and just let it hang. Yeah, let's just get it out of the way. It's not going to be that hard. But yeah, I am totally excited to go to Pin Expo. Like I said, I've never been there before. So, yes, I'm excited, totally excited about going. There's going to be people I've never met before. I'm hoping there's going to be people I've never met before. I like meeting new people. Okay, we got that off. Now I can get this off totally easy. This, I find out it's easier to walk it off with a screwdriver because it's in a groove. If you can walk it around in a circle and get it out of that groove. There we go. The spring comes out easier. And then there's a washer. And then there's no sleeve. Spring. You got 3 springs. Small, medium, and large. The smallest one goes here. Obviously, the largest one goes here. And then the medium goes here. Come off. You got a E-clip here. One of these days I'll get there. Or show us and see. What can I think about it? Yeah, it's money. Yeah, it comes to money always. What can I afford? If I could afford it, I'd love to go to Texas too. Maybe one year I'll go there. Go to Texas Pinball Festival. Because I know there's going to be people that I want to meet there that I will never ever see unless I go there. This one we're going to clean right away. I always clean these first. We will set that there. I'll take my naphtha. But yeah, I'd like to go to Texas and meet some people. That's going to be a whole vacation right there. Maybe next year. You never know. Let's get right here. There we go. So what I did is I just dropped some naphtha on here. And I'm just working this back and forth. I want to get all the grease and ickiness out of this part first, because I can't take this apart. It's a pressed in piece. So I want to take it and get as clean as I can first, and then let it dry. Then once it's dry, we'll put a little super lube oil on it. And that will be the best. Alright, let's throw that there. Let's walk you out just a little bit. I need to get Q-tips. Where are they? Where's my Q-tips? There they go. I had to get a drink too. Yes, don't mix up super glue and super lube. You will have serious pinball issues. We'll drop on there. We will clean out this hole, and you can see my Q-tip turned black. So yes, again, with pinball repair, you do need to clean every switch. I don't care what people say. EMs, yes, you can clean 3 switches and make your game work. How reliable, for how long, you don't know. But I can tell you that I've had games out there since 2019 where I've went through every single switch and they are running perfectly, and I haven't had any callbacks on them. So I am sure you people that do your 1 or 2 switch cleanings, I don't know if you're doing that same thing where you can sell your game, do 1 or 2 switch cleanings, and not visit it for 3 years. I'd like to know that. That's what I'd like to know. Can you do that? Can you clean your game and do your 1 or 2 switches that are bad, and then let it go for 3 years without touching any other switch? I bet not. Unless you play that thing constantly, you might be able to get away with it. But you do need to go through once and clean every single switch and adjust every single switch once in that 40 or 50 years of game operating. You do. I am like totally being out of frame. But like I said, I'm on a weird spot of the head right now, so I'm out of frame. So I figure let's just move the camera to where I am. I am like at the bottom of the head. That's where I'm sitting, standing, crouched funny. I'm crouched funny at the bottom of the head. So, and the head's on a table with no glass in it. It don't want to come out good. There we go. I'll clean this junk off. So yeah, Sunday I'm going to be spending all day working on a travel time. And then Monday I don't know if I'm going to be back on MGC or not. Probably. I don't have any room right now to bring the rest of this game out and work on it. That's my other issue. You know, the next part of this game involves pulling the cabinet out, and maybe I'll put Matahari over there. No, Matahari can go over here. I'll put Big Deal. I'll put Big Deal where what do you call it? Superstar was. We'll do that. So yeah, I just did a Matahari yesterday on my stream late at night. I went through on how you take a dead pinball machine you know nothing about, solid state, and go through it and try to start it up without blowing everything up. That link I just put up there is for week 3 for MGC, my MGC giveaway. You have to be present in order to win. The trick is I'm doing this at least 10 weeks. It's going to be at least 10 weeks. Out of those 10 weeks, I will pick one winner from each week. then out of those winners, I'm going to pick one winner, and then that one winner will get the $100 at MGC. So it's going to be at least 10 weeks I'm going to do it for. I don't know, maybe longer. It does, you know, the longer I do it, the more chances you got to win. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll do it. But it's going to be at least 10 weeks, I think. Yeah, at least 10 weeks it will be. I think this is pretty good. Get that out of the way. So yeah, at least 10 weeks I'll be doing this giveaway. And for those who can't finish watching this or whatever, it will be on Mark's Basement Arcade on YouTube. Which is right there. It will be on later tonight on that YouTube. Alright, let's get the spinner plugged in. Buzzer. My buzzer. My buzzer. My buzzer in me. There we go. Let's buzz this off real quick. There, those are clean and out of the way. Let's get this coil off. Tight screws, which were good. 443 Dremel. It's an actual 443. I don't know if anybody makes anything close to it, but that's an actual 443 Dremel. And that's what it seems like everybody uses, that uses a Dremel. You don't need a Dremel, but you need that brush if you're gonna clean it like that. That's the best one. It's really big when you first get it, and once you spin it through a big open switch, it will curl up like mine does. Here, that's in pretty good condition. Coils, wipe that off. So yeah, this is my game. I don't have any customer games right now that I can stream, because I have two customer games here that are they're too worthy to stream. They're too different to stream. I have a Funhouse and a Travel Time. So those are actually going to be a series on YouTube, my YouTube channel. So they're too awesome just stream. I want to do more in-depth videos of them to show their inners, outers, and everything. So yeah, those are video exclusive games. Not that I wouldn't love to show you guys them, but I think doing the, you know, YouTube videos where I can get more in depth with these games, better video, everything, I think would be more beneficial to somebody with like a Funhouse or something like that. I think it would be more beneficial for them to see than this live stuff. This live stuff is cool and everything, but when we're just focusing on the game and no chatting and stuff like that, I think it's going to be better. And then Travel Time is just so odd because it doesn't have a ball count unit. It's got a clock, which I think makes that even odder too. So I think they'll be more beneficial as just regular videos. But I've been so busy with stuff, it's been keeping me in. And in Funhouse, I have back-ordered parts, which is holding me up. So I'm like on a standstill with it right now until I get these parts, and then I can go back to it. I can do a little bit, but overall I cannot finish the game until I got these parts. So it's just sitting. Oh, good, that came out. Sleeve. That will go in scrap because it's aluminum. And thank you again, Pez, for looking for the correct wire colors while we were on stream. That helps out so much. That's what I love about the pinball community. Everybody wants to help each other. That's how it should be. Except for the guy last night. I'll tell you that story. It's a fun story. What is that laying over there? Oh, that's a mount. I'm looking for a Lucky 7, Williams Lucky 7, first solid state. Was one of the first solid states that William made. I'm looking for the center plastic. It's probably about this big. It's right up in the middle of the play field. It's like right above the what do you call it? Slot machine, if you want to call it a slot machine. It's right above that on the play field. It's my customer's game. They had broke it or whatever years ago. So, and then they don't know where they put it. So, I've been kind of like looking for one, and every now and then somebody will post, hey, I need one. And I'm like, yeah, I need one too. If anybody's making these, let me know. So I get this guy. I'm not going to say his name. He messages me, hey, I got one of these. Are you interested? I'm like, yeah. So what does he say? $170 shipped for one little piece of plastic. I told him, I am not interested. Thank you. And that was it. And he's like, well, what will you give me? I said, after you trying to sell it to me for $170 for one little piece of plastic, I am not interested in ever doing business with you. And he's like, you don't want it? I'm like, no. So later on that night, he messages me again. Come on, man, I'm trying to pay some bills. $100. I said, no, after that $170 offer you sent me, I don't want to do any business with you. And he goes, what will you do? I said, I will never do business with you. And then I blocked him. So yeah, you can scam people on stuff, but $170 for a one piece of plastic. I don't want to deal with this guy, do any business with him, anything. Yeah. It's like $170 for this one piece of plastic. No. I told him for, $170 I'd buy a machine and part it out. Take the one piece of plastic and then sell the rest of the machine. But yeah, he just kept bothering me all night, and so I just blocked him. I don't know. He kind of looked like a scammer to me. I've never really seen this guy before. But, nope, didn't want nothing to do with him. So I blocked him. He had 2 profile pictures. So I'm thinking he was a scammer. I didn't want to deal with that. Where's my garbage? There it goes. Alright, we got the coil sleeve fixed here. Well, replaced. We're going to flip her over and clean the mess we have here. Let's take some naphtha and go over it first. Clean the grease off of it. Oh, I'm going to need a little bit more, I can see. There we go. Yuck. There. $170. If you would have been like, hey dude, yeah. If you would have said, hey, I got one, how about $50 shipped? I've been like, sure. You know, right away. And then he probably would have been like, yeah, just Venmo it to me, friends and family. And then I've been like, nope, sorry. If I know you, yes, I have no problem doing that. I don't know you. I've never seen you before, you know, in a community. You're not getting the friends, family off of me. Like if I bought something from you and, you know, you said like, you know, give me $100, friends and family. Yeah, that would be no issue. No brainer. I'd have no problem doing that. I do it regularly with other people, you know, that I haven't even met on the internet, but I've been talking to them for years. You know, I'll just send them straight cash like that. Because I know them, you know. They've been in the community. They're known in the community. But this guy, I think he was just trying to scam me. You know, I didn't feel he was real. Yeah. There's a spot right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see that. There's a little black spot right there. Looks like we might have a burn. It's coming off. It's weird. That's weird. I don't want to do this, but was a burn right there. I do not recommend doing what I did. But clearly that looks like why they disconnected everything off of here. That contact, let's look at this. It looked like one of these was like arcing on it for a long time. They look good. But that was a good burn mark right there. And I just lightly used a sander on it. I very lightly did it. Because this wasn't doing what it needed to do. I don't recommend doing that, but sometimes you just gotta. And what that is, it's just a wire brush. It's not like a grinding wheel or anything. So basically I just lightly wire brushed that whole area to get it off. It's still a little bit there, but it isn't as bad as it was. But geez, I don't like doing that at all. I think that's too much, you know, for a clean job. But it was there, I couldn't get it off. It's still there. It's smooth now. I don't know, it almost looked like it was a real hard charred burn spot that I could barely feel, but now I don't feel it at all. To tilt light? Book says it's to tilt light. That's different. But you want to hear the story about Superstar? Why I'm working on my own? Let me clean this off real quick. I don't want to use that. Superstar. First one I bought. And I'm like, oh, I just got the Superstar. I can't remember what I paid for it. It wasn't much. I bought it. Oh, that one's wore down nice and flat. So I bought it. People are like, oh, that game sucks. That's a shitty EM, blah, blah, blah. It's garbage. Sell it. So I'm like, okay. So I sold it. Somebody I know, somebody I've known for years, they wanted it because their partner was always like, Superstar. You know, from the Saturday Night Live skit. And they wanted a pinball machine, so it made sense for them. So I'm like, okay. Got it sold. Once I got it together, I'm like, damn, this game is fun. This game is really fun. I was mad that I listened to somebody and sold a game. So, the game was out of my life. There was nothing I could do about it. Where's my hand soap? There it goes. Let me get a towel. Nope, not that one. This one. I just need to clean my hands. They're just so dirty. So, I sell the game. You know, I played the hell out of it because I'm like, well, I'm probably never going to get a Superstar again, you know. Played the hell out of it. Enjoyed the hell out of the game. It was a great game. So we got it sold, delivered, whatever. I find a local guy that's really local to me. Been talking to him, made friends with him, bought some games off of him. Or did I make a post? And that's how I met him. But anyway, I got a Superstar, it's yours. I'm like, alright, cool. It was like winter time or something like that, or just before winter, and it was buried in his storage. So he's like, yeah, summertime comes, it's yours. You know, I'll dig it out and you can come pick it up, you know, buy it. So I'm like, alright. So since I've known him, I have bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 games off of him, maybe 8. I have bought 8 games off this guy, and he's a great friend. You know, he's a great friend now, and I just saw him this weekend. So saw him Saturday. Yeah, he's a great friend. So that's the cool thing. I found a local guy. He sold me some machines. He made some money. I got some cool games. We became friends because of it. And I got another Superstar. So like I said, this is my Superstar. I am not selling it. Well, yeah, I should say I'm not going to sell it, but at least right now it is not being sold. Yeah, I never know. I might get bored of it one day, had enough fun with it, and then sell it. But as of right now, no. I'm rubbing this grease right now in the travel. I think all the fingers are going to go. I smear it on like that. Now I'll find a little clean spot on this, and I'll wipe all the excess off. And right now, by doing that, you can still see it's kind of like shiny. There's a very ultra thin layer of grease on it now. dropped all that off. So yeah, I got a great friend out of it. You know, I got a great friend. We have things in common. I found him well, he kind of found it and then he told me about it, but I was trying to get him the game dirt cheap. And it ended up not working. But at least I told him more details about it than he might have not known. I knew the family who owned it. But still. Yeah, you try to help out people you know as much as you can in this community. But yeah, we talk every now and then. But yeah, I got that Matahari off of him. And just talked to him this morning about it. Told him the MPU is garbage. The MPU is actually in beautiful shape. That's the problem. It's the chip sockets. It's got these I think it's the first ones, they're brown. They're brown chip sockets. I don't know if they're the original Scanby ones or what, but they're brown chip sockets. And they're garbage. Yeah, I don't know if there's one or not. There is a tilt in the game. I know that for sure. But yeah, tilt relay? No, I don't know. There is a tilt though. Oops. Like I said, remember we got to put, where'd that go? It's over here. Right here. You got to put this ring back on first. Like I remembered it. I'm going to clean it off first though. I don't know why these come off. Some games these never come off, and other games these do. I will show you where it goes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Stuck under the wires. This just goes right around there. Kind of like centers. It helps center the circuit board around the shaft. This will go like that. And they're all lined up good too. Stay. Lock ring. Nut. There we go. Tilt ends game. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are all good. And wrench. Now, remember I put that screwdriver in to loosen it? Well, now when I tighten it, there's actually a stop that this hits. So you don't have to do that. I think that's about good. I didn't put a lot of pressure on it to tighten it down. But yeah, there's a stop right there. You know, it can go so far and then it stops. Alright. So we got that done. Let's flip this back this way. Alright. First parts. I need to put a little lube on here. Certain spots. This post here, because it's metal. A lot of these have plastic posts and you don't have to. Anything that's metal to metal, I put a little lube on. People say you don't have to, but if it's metal to metal, I like to. Just wasting a little bit that's on my fingertips with these other parts. Here, this piece that rides inside the plunger, I like to put a little bit on the end. Right in there. That rides in there like that. So I like to have just a little bit right in there. This always gets me. Where does it go? It's got to go like this. Yeah. That goes like that. Don't know why it always throws me off, but that's why we take pictures. So we'll light that light at that ends the game. Oh, okay. You're finding a lot of interesting parts about this game. This goes here. And let's do this first. That goes there. And then that goes there like that. That puts a little tension on it right there. Let's get this one on. Here's that piece. I should have oiled it up a little bit earlier. Super Lube liquid. It's in like a pen. And it's runny. So I'll put that behind it like that. And then behind it right here. Then I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Just flick it back and forth. And that will fling the grease in, lube, oil, in behind it. You can hear it flicking back and forth. Oh, you're trying to see why there might be a burn mark on that. Okay, yeah, that's interesting, because that would probably show me possibly some other issues on the game that I might find later on, like on a mortarboard or something, or blown fuse. I've never seen this game work. So actually a lot of EMs I buy or get from customers, I've never seen them work. So only a few I've seen work. There, that's fixed or oiled. So that will go right here. And then again, on the end here, I just put just a very thin layer right there, which I just rubbed off. There, so I'll put a thin layer back on it. There. That goes like that. Cleaning off parts, washer, clip, washer, giant spring. Now this giant spring's got a little hole here and a big hole here. Big hole goes on this side, obviously. Try putting a little hole on this side. You're never going to get it to go around, and then you'll wonder why this is all big over here. Top spring goes right here and then goes onto here. This, what do we do? 3 times. Let's get this straight. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Should be 10 spots. Look at that. Okay, that should be, I'm thinking that's game over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. And that's it. Let's get this switch back on. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, it's working beautifully. That's why I'm like, you gotta rebuild these things. You can't just throw some WD-40 on it like everybody wants to. Yeah, I sprayed it with WD-40 and it doesn't work now. It still doesn't work. I soaked it with WD-40. Oh, I turned my game on and it burned on fire. Why did you guys tell me to use WD-40? I read on the internet use WD-40. WD-40 has nowhere, no use, no place on a pinball machine. You could probably use it like to take some stuff apart that you're going to clean anyways. You know, like screws or whatever. You could use it for that. But if you're going to, only if you're going to clean them off and then re-put them back on, I'd say maybe you could use some WD-40 for that purpose. But any other purpose, no. Now I want to go through and make sure all these wires are on here good. And they're all on solid. None broke off. So I've done that before. I've broke off lights. I mean, switches. I want to snap all these connections on the back to make sure they're solid and tight. I want to go through each one and make sure they're either touching or not touching anything. And they're all working properly. We're done already. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. But yeah, that's, you need to rebuild these things once in a while. So we're on game over right now. Okay, let's zoom her in, get the zoomies going. All right, it's on game over right now. Ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No more. This is a 10-ball game. You can earn 10 balls. Ready? We're on 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. And that's it. Let me see if these switches do what they're supposed to do. There's my little leaf tool. I don't know if that's doing what it's supposed to do or not. Oh yeah. It's got pressure on it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Done. And the switches look good. Yes, they do. And I totally appreciate you helping me rebuild this. So now you can put in your books, I helped Mark rebuild his Superstar from Colorado. How many people can say that? Not many people. So yeah, I helped Mark rebuild his Superstar from Colorado. Let's back you out so I can put these stupid wing nuts back on. Who in the hell? You know what I usually do? I usually take this board out on EMs. It just makes working on them so much easier. And if I would have took the board out, putting these wing nuts, it'd be a lot easier to do. They're also so much easier to take off than put on. The hardest part is getting them back on. Alright. But still, wing nuts. But this means we can put the match unit back on too. These I'm going to have to get in there with my needle nose pliers and tighten them down. Oh, come on. So right now, I'm trying to get Dave Brennan to stream on MGC. So if you know Dave, reach out to him and say, hey, why don't you stream on MGC once in a while? I would like him to just stream pinball gameplay on MGC. You know, once in a while. I think it would be good. It's just a pain in the butt. Yeah, I can't get. Come on. Yeah, now it's just spinning. The whole screw is spinning. What do we got here on the other side? Yeah. Oh well. Okay, well, is it stripped or? I don't know if it's stripped. But I don't think it's coming out. Forget about it. Forget about it. Let's get this puppy back on there. If it gets loose, it gets loose. I think I stripped that wing nut with my massive amount of body strength and getting my hand in that little pinch area. I think I actually stripped it. I don't know. It doesn't look like the screw is moving to me. But maybe it is and I just can't see it. But well, if it's stripped, that means it's probably not going to get loose. Because if it was tight and now it's stripped, it's probably not going to back loose. But I will keep an eye on it. Just one eye, not two. Just one eye. And I think we're going to do a couple relays quick after this. These are on with lock washers. There. And this just goes in a circle. Doesn't do anything else. This one was fun. The coil was just totally smoked like crazy. Come on. I do not want to unplug this one. So we're going to have to do something about the cord. I'll unplug the power cord, but I don't want to unplug the HDMI. So where are we? We're over here. I can unplug the cord and plug it back in. It will work for about a half hour on battery. But if I don't have to, yeah, no battery. No battery indication on it, which is good. So now if I go through a couple of these relays, basically we went through this whole head. You know, because I don't want to go through, yeah, it is a big match unit. It's the exact same thing as the stepper we just rebuilt, except it's only one coil and it just spins one way. So yeah. I believe the 10 points activates it. There was another one where no wires attached to it. Or I think it just had one. Alright. I don't know how close and what you're going to be able to see with this. But let's do this. Let's back you out. Let's clean some space around so I can just move everything. Yeah, I think it was the same stepper they used for everything. I honestly believe that. I'm just going to take a bunch of my tools and move them all on this table. Yeah, I think it was later on they came up with that like little mini stepper you find in like Grand Prix. I think that was later on they did that. I want to put my lighter back where it belongs so I don't forget where it is. It's just gone now, it's out of the way. I was filing what do you call it, a bad, well that's metal too, a bad contact, I mean a plunger. I had to file it. It had rough edges. So yeah, I am up to 21 games now. Can you believe that? 21. I'm going to put my link up here real quick again for the, what do you call it, the 3 week. And here we go. If anybody wants to see my collection, there it is. That is my collection of all the machines. Oh, I got 2 of these over here. Let's put number 2 back because we got 1 right now. I have 3 of these flashlights. I got them labeled 1, 2, and 3. So naturally I use number 1 first. When number 2 goes dead, yes, these flashlights are the bomb. When number 2 goes dead, then I use number 3. And while I'm using other one, I got them charging and plugging. These are awesome. If you have a Harbor Freight near you, get one of these Braun flashlights. These are so good. I am going to show you how awesome these are. No lights. The only thing you're seeing right now is the glow of my computer. There. That's the bright, super bright on it. That's how bright it is. Okay. There, that's mid bright. Now we got pointy. We got pointy. But yeah. Let's do, this is the mid. That's the mid. Let's do the high. That's the high. And that's the pointy. These are the most awesome flashlights you can get. They are fully rechargeable. Oh, well, no, I don't want to do that. They got a USB hub right here. One thing I noticed, when this light is on, you can see it's green. When it turns red, it's going to die on you. I learned that. So I'm like, why is it, I always thought it was green. Why is it red now? And all of a sudden, poof, it will just turn off. I'm like, oh, okay. When it turns green, it's gonna go dead. So, which is awesome. Oh, was that late already? My kid just got home. Okay, what is in the way? I felt a square reel assembly fall down. Alright, this I'm gonna get more on an angle for you. you and the one other, well, Pez. That's the only one who's watching me right now. Because Twitch says there's 2 viewers. And one viewer is right there, which is me. And the other viewer, well, I'm talking to one person, so that's Pez. But we're doing this for everybody too. So whoever watches this later on is going to benefit from it too. Flashlight, will that help? Oh, can you guys hear my dogs? Switch stacks. I don't know how good you could see this one. Not too good. Where are we? Right here. This switch right here is not moving. It's touching, but it's not moving. Let's do a better, more better. This will probably help. Where are we? We're right here. Does that work better? Turn the light off. Okay, if I can put it like that. I think that's good. You see how one contact's not moving. That one leaf is not moving. That will be a problem if it's not a problem right now. That is a 10,000 relay. So when you flip this game, this will engage and turn on and say, hey, you get 10,000 points. 100,000, I mean, because there's 100,000 light on here. But that is not doing what it's supposed to do. So what we're going to do is find my buzzer. We're going to buzz all of them clean. There. And you can see now, I got every single one of them totally whacked out of how they're supposed to work. But that is normal. I fully expect that every time I clean the switches with the buzzer. So we're going to always go on the part of the leaf that's closest to the wood or bakelite or whatever you want to call it, and bend that one. I'm going to bend it so it's closer but not touching, like that. There you go. You can see how it moves now. This leaf right here, how it moves now. It's open, and then when I close it moves. Now we're this last leaf right here, this very last one, you can see it's not doing anything. So I'm actually going to take this one and bend this one a lot. The reason why, because it was bent in the wrong spot at one time. There. You can see how it's open, closed, open, closed, open, closed, and now it's moving. So now it will self-clean itself. It is not a 100% self-cleaning switch, but it is a self-cleaning switch where it will keep cleaning itself till it can't clean itself no more. Now we're going to look right here, this leaf right here. Watch that one. It does nothing. Do I need a light on it? There. See, it does nothing. Now I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm I'll close it up a little bit more. Now it moves, but it's actually too close. It's actually touching. There. Now they all work properly. Every single one operates perfectly. And then I'll end up doing that to all these relays. But who wants to watch me do that to all of them? This is also set on free play already, so we're not worried about that. These two wires are twisted together, and these two wires are twisted together. Let me see how this is set up. When it comes. Wow, this thing has been spun. Somebody took this off, this reel off, and spun it around. And it's like totally not where it's supposed to be. I can't even correct it. It's just like in a total wrong spot. So when that is down, it's game over. And when it's open, since this is my game, I'm just going to bend these leaves so they're not open. And now, can you see what I'm doing? Right here, this bottom, yeah, you can't really see. Kind of want to show you what I'm doing. Alright. I don't know how good you can see it. Alright, yeah, that's good. This whole assembly somebody took apart, and it's not where it should be. I should actually, let's correct it first. I want to correct it. I have to take it partially apart to correct it, so let's do that first. Let's back you out, and I'll show you what I mean. I don't know why somebody did this, but it's going to drive me nuts. I'd rather see 1 credit on it or no credits than wrong credits. Alright. This assembly, okay, it says 35 credits right now. This gear that's right here, the stop is actually it's on the other side of where it should be. So in order for me to correct it, I have to take this wheel off. And then push everything back so I can get the main gear behind where it should be. Alright, we'll throw you there. You know how I say the gear's got that stop on it? Well, it's like way past its stop. Let's get this out. How many wraps we got on here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wraps. So this, I have to like push up. And then I get it jeez. This is just a mess. I have to take this whole switch stack loose. But yeah, somebody already did a free play mod to it. Hackery. Just hackery. Which would be easier. I have to take the switch off. We will take these screws here off. It'll be much easier just moving it like this. It's not, I don't care about, you know, coining up or anything like that. I just want the reel to be in the correct spot and everything else to be in the correct spot. So if I did ever sell it, people would be like, what the hell did this guy do? I have to spin this thing almost completely around to get it back to the lock where it should be. All right. 1, 2, 3. Put that back to where it was. This goes like that. This goes here. That was a max credit. That was had me so screwed up. That was the max credit lever. That was in the wrong. The post for it was in the wrong spot. I'll show you that when I'm get this screwed back down. That tells the machine it's on max credits. Don't allow it to add anymore. So if anybody just joins, I'm Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade, and we're working on a Williams Superstar. All right, let's zoom you in so you can see a little bit better. So you can understand. Some of you might know how this works, some might not. These switch stacks right here is basically what tells the game if you have credits on it or not. These wires right here that are twisted together went onto this top stack here to let the machine know that there are credits on it. Since somebody twisted them together, I'm just going to leave them. So this game thinks it's always got credits in it, no matter where the reel is. So anyways, right here, this bottom stack here, this is max credit. This tells the machine that it's on max credit. One of these stacks here, well, the top stack allows it to have credits. See, right now it's open, and when I hit it once, it will close that top. Excuse me. It will close that top switch, which lets the machine know it's got credits on. But also, if I go down, this switch right here that I'm pointing at, where's my? I don't even know where my leaf adjuster is now. It's over here. Okay, this switch right here, this is the credit light switch. So when we add a credit in, which would be right here, ka-ching, these two contact and turn the credit light switch on the apron. These two contact to tell the machine that it's got credits on. Now if I keep adding credits, watch right here. There, that's open now. It tells the machine it's on max credit. You can set this wherever you want. You just unscrew it, and you got several holes here where you can screw it into this wheel, and you can change your max credit on the machine. So once now it goes down, and it will only let me add one more credit to the machine. Now it's at max credit. So that's what operators can do. If this will go up to 37 credits and down to 0 credits. It doesn't have a 0, it should. But anyways, so we're at 0 credits. No, right here. We're at, there we go. We're at 0 credits right now. So this white bar that's between the leaf is pushing down on this leaf to open up the switch here, and then this white bar right here is connected to this switch. So this allows this post on the wheel to activate two different things. By adding a credit, it closes this switch, which turns on the apron on the light, and it tells the machine it can play a game. But somebody already went through here and twisted these together, so my credit light is on all the time, and these two are twisted together, which I probably will just solder right there to keep them out of the way. Let's turn my soldering iron on, and those tell the machine that it's on credits. So I'm just going to leave it sit the way it is, but I'm going to clean the last credit switch if I can find where my buzzer is. So where is it? It fell down. There it goes. It's on the floor. So I'm just going to clean the last credit switch. It's not really going to matter or not. And then I will give that a little tweak down. This way I know it's tight, which is tight. So when this does spin around all the way, and when it opens, it will kill it. But this unit actually works great. Alright, so we will just stick this on top of here. I don't know how good I'm going to get it on there. I used to want to just leave it hanging around. Yeah, boy, did I do a bad solder job on that. Let's cut these off to a better length where it's got solder on. There, garbage can. It's over here now. Let's add a little solder to that. Add some to this. Don't know. There. We'll take that. Heat that up. Oh, that should stick good now because it's almost burning my fingers. And there we go. So I just wanted to put those there just so any future owner. Yeah, that's a lot of wires for, well, one of them should be on the lug in front of it because one should be on the lug in front of it because it's a free play mod somebody did. I usually put a jumper between them and leave the wires alone, but somebody did it this way, so I'm just leaving it. I don't even know why I'm cleaning this. Just in case, I guess. It works fully. I don't know. It doesn't need to be cleaned. Now this will go like this. And it will be at 0 credits now. Yep. Oh, what a pain in the butt somebody did for me. But now at least it's on there, not 30 something credits now. I can turn that off. Don't need my soldering iron on anymore. But yeah, one of those wires went to the other leaf. That's just a dirty way to do a free play mod by twisting them together and soldering them together. I like putting them on just a jumper. Yeah, there we go. We're on 1 credit. And let's just clean that off. Since it's here, I'm just using Novus. I'm only worried about like the first couple credits. There. I don't care about any other ones. Oh, you do the alligator jumper? Yeah. I've done that before, and it works great, but if you don't get it on there really good, it can fall off. I've had that happen several times. But no, I just take a 1 wire, odd wire, I should say, one that doesn't match the machine at all, that has no business being there, and I use that. And that way, I tell everybody, I'm like, just look for the really odd wire and just cut it, and then your game will be back to quarters. But yeah, I've had the alligator clip mod fall off on me, so I don't use it anymore. But yeah, if it works for you, it works for you. I've had it fall off. I don't know if I just put it on poorly or I had cheap alligator clips or what. But it fell off once for me, and I just said, no, I'll just solder a jumper. I know people that use actually like a little Molex connector that you just unplug. I'm like, that's a very expensive mod. For something that might never be used. That's why I just use an inch of wire. There, that's done. It's all done. It's on free play. That's all I care about. Alligator clip, Molex plug, it doesn't matter. It's on free play, and that's all of us pinball people care about. That we don't put quarters in, we can just hit the button. Yeah, that's what happened to me. But it fell off in my home just before I knocked the machine down and went to deliver it. And that's why I was like, oh, I'm not using it anymore. I just put a jumper on it, and we were done. I put a jumper for the light, so the light always stays on, and then I put a jumper so it always thinks it's got a credit in it no matter what. So this, why are we still in there? There we go. This, I think we're done. The rest of it I'm going to do myself. I'll probably do a stream on Mark's Basement Arcade. Just putting this back together. I'll tuck those back behind there like that. I'll probably end up doing that. This is enough for tvMGC. We went through all the good basics so everybody could watch this and then learn certain things, either what to do or what not to do. Oh, good. I'm glad it made your work day go by a little easier. Little Mark in the background rambling on. I'm sure that's joyful for some people, are like, this guy is nuts. What the hell is he doing? He's crazy. Either way, yeah, I hope I can help people pass the time. Either I'm crazy or I'm informational or I'm just nuts for my rambles. And I know I ramble on a lot. But let's get this back over here. So yeah, if anybody was interested in my new computer, that right there, that is just the computer. That's the whole computer right there. That is called Mac Mini. It's got an M1 chip in it, and this is just a Hewlett-Packard monitor that you're watching my OBS, and my hands looks like it's going infinity. Woo! And this is what I do when I can hit my buttons over here. and change things just by hitting these different buttons. Pretty cool, huh? And then it shows me right here my mic, all my scenes and stuff, and stop recording. I'm actually recording it and streaming it at the same time. But check this out. I don't know if any of you guys know OBS that much, but I had right here in the almost 3 hours I had 395 drop frames at 0.1%. I've been live 2 hours 51 minutes. I'm using 31% of my CPU at 60 frames per second, but I'm also in the settings using the highest settings I can on the OBS right now. So, my last stream on YouTube, it looked really good. I was at 1080p. I'm in 720 right now, but I'm gonna change those too. New towel. I think I got one in here. No, that's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. I would like to thank you again, Miss Dippin' Donuts, for the shop towels. Always appreciate that, and getting me some Arnold Palmer. I totally appreciate that. If you watch this later on, and if you don't, I'm just letting everybody else know. I totally appreciate that. Miss Dippin' Donuts is a good friend. Was a customer that turned into a great friend. She is awesome, and her husband. They're both great people. Trying to get them to come to pinball stuff. But she says they go to sleep way too early. But I think they'd have a blast doing some pinball stuff with us. It's almost 4 o'clock. Wonder if my wife is home or not from work. But yeah, this I'm gonna go through it later on. Buzz through it. I got 3 reels to put together. Don't want to watch me do 3 reels again, but somebody live might want to watch. But yeah, those are all good. And thank you again, Dave, for helping me out with the schematics. This is good stuff. It's alright, I guess. I like the orange, whatever you call it. Fast orange. I like that a little better. But this was 65 cents for this giant bottle. So I can't argue. That's off. Buzzer's off. And there's the travel time you can see, which is kind of in pieces. Get my phone. Lots of messages. Lots of messages. Alright. So again, thank you everybody. Am I going to be on Sunday? It's either going to be Sunday or Monday again. I don't know. Probably Monday. I will be back on this weird time because I need to get working more on that playfield. I want to get it out of here. Go on. I gotta get working more on that, and I've been so busy doing everything else. But I had to get this finished so I could put it back together. So will I stream it? Maybe not. Maybe just after work I'm gonna put it back together. So I don't even know if I'm gonna stream it on my Mark's Basement Arcade. I think I'm just gonna come down here and turn a jukebox on and play one full CD, and then when the CD's done, I'm done. So I got 3 score reels to do and 1, 2, 3, 4 relays to reset. Yeah, I could buzz that out in an hour. All right. Thank you, everybody. So I'm going to kill the stream. And I'll be back someday at 2 or 1. I guess this song isn't going to work. But I'll have more pinball ideas for you. And you'll have things you will want to talk about. And I will too. So thank you all for popping in and chatting with me. And check out Dave's Arcade. Where's my list? I gotta put that on my computer. Here we go. These belong on my new computer. Check out Dave's Arcade, Twitch and YouTube. Travis Hoved Gaming. That's H-O-V-D-E. Travis Hoved Gaming on YouTube. Mike's Classic Pinball on YouTube. Tanner Walters on YouTube. Pinball Shenanigans on YouTube. Pinball Wizard on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Pinball Mayhem on YouTube, and he also streams on Twitch, but he wants you to go to YouTube. And TurboGrafx7 on Twitch, see when he pops up and on Twitch once in a while, and check out his stream. And those are stuck on my computer now, so I won't forget them. But anyways, yeah, take care, everybody, and later.